Universus is one of the coolest IP-based card games in the TCG world today. However, as a new player, it can have a rather intimidating price point for entry. From sweeping daggers to walk the dogs to determined advance, it can feel impossible to break into this card game and do well at your locals as a new player with a limited budget. That's why we've created this series, and in it, I'm going to walk you through a solid, easily upgradable deck that you can take to your locals and win games with right away. My name is Paul with Coping with Cardboard, and this is Budget Builds in a Flash. Welcome, Universus players. Today, we will boldly go where no man has gone before, to explore space, the final frontier. That's, two of the three Star Trek quotes I actually know, but that's okay, because where we're going, we don't need quotes. Okay, that's Back to the Future. Hi everyone, my name is Paul with Coping with Cardboard, and today we're talking about Beckett Mariner Adventuring Archeologist. Beckett is a 7-hand-sized, 21-health character with the Chaos, Earth, and Water symbols. Her top ability states, Enhance, this attack gets 1 damage. If your rival has 3 or more face-down foundations, it gets plus 3 damage instead. Oh. So though it might seem underwhelming at first, her bottom response is actually going to allow us to get to our rival having 3 face-down foundations very quickly and letting us get that plus 3 damage as soon as possible. Let's look at it. Her bottom response states, after your attack deals damage, unflip 1 foundation, flip 1 rival foundation with difficulty equal to that of the unflipped foundation. This gives us a little bit of board interaction, as well as allowing us to unflip our super cool foundations and replay our powerful abilities. This deck is once again made by the lovely deck builder Richard Six Eyes Bernard, and he has kindly split this deck up into 4 categories: mental load reduction, holding down the fort, mental load inducing, and the essentials. The Earth symbol is well known for its potent ways to flip our rival's stage, and Beckett is an expert at that. Our deck is curated to keep our rival's mental load low in the best way we know how, by flipping their entire stage. Though our character does this with her face, we have some powerful pieces to help us out. Foundation-wise, we have split body control, which allows us to flip a rival foundation on block, which synergizes really well with our character. Taking the gloves off, allowing us to flip a committed rival foundation, and Nature Calls, a foundation that forces our rival to flip a foundation when we commit it to play a block. Attack-wise, we have a personal favorite of mine from the Yu Yu Hakusho set, Risho's Meteor, a well-deserved 2-check that allows us to selectively flip our rival's best foundation while also hacking their next check to play a card, maybe a block. As a bonus, if they are intimidated out of blocking, they're forced to flip 2 additional foundations. With this package, we can suffocate our rival's board state and slow down their offense, and maybe completely shut off their defense. Next up, we have cards that hold down the fort. These are cards that help us stay alive, even though our health total is 21. We have the cards Shobijin's Message and Gargantuan Grapple, which are cards that provide us with a nice Breaker 2, an ability that gives our rivals next check to play a card -2. Shobijin's Message gives any card that we block with Breaker 2, and Gargantuan Grapple naturally gains Breaker 2 if we happen to have a momentum available. When used in tandem, these cards can combine together to create a powerful -4 to our rival's next check, sometimes completely shutting down an attack turn. Additionally, Prepared for an Ambush gives our next check to block a bonus equal to the number of face-down foundations our rival has, with a maximum of 5. With these defensive pieces, we can hold down our fort against any aggressive offense that dares to threaten us. While our goal is to reduce our rival's mental load, sometimes we need to increase our own in order to have more cards to flip later, or to repeat strong effects like Shobijin's Message. We, of course, have our character for this, but we also have Fallen Angel's Revenge, an attack that allows us to discard a momentum to unflip 2 foundations, and gives us a bonus for when these cards are flipped again. Additionally, we have Shapechanger Skill, a great card to unflip with our character or with Fallen Angel, as when it's unflipped, we can respond to draw a card. Additionally, it gives us a speed, which is a nice synergy with our character and sometimes gives an attack an additional speed on top of our already potent +3 damage. Finally, we have what Richard has named the Essentials, or cards that win us the game, by making our attack extremely difficult to block and gaining enough damage from our character to make for some sick, nasty combos. First, we have Piratical Past, a foundation that gives our rivals next check to block -2. This card, when combined with, say, Risho's Meteor, makes our attacks extremely difficult to block. Additionally, we have Moon's Wrath, a powerful new UR from Critical Role, which gives us speed for each face-down foundation in our rival's stage. And we have Shoulder Toss, a nice throw attack that wears stats well, stuns out our rival, and if they happen to partially block or reduce its damage, allows us to draw a card and ready a foundation, allowing us to string out even harder. This deck comes in at just over $20, making it cheaper and, in my opinion, a bit more competitive than the sealed product that the character comes with. Beckett is a powerful, underrated character that has a bunch of neat tricks that she can pull off if she's given the proper package. If you'd like some ideas for upgrades, I have listed some options as well as prices in the description below, as well as an ideal goal build for this deck if you want to upgrade it right away. Thank you for watching, and as always, keep coping, and live long and prosper. See, I told you I knew 3 quotes. Keep coping, gang.